It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Views and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Hello. Welcome to Eye of the Nation. I'm David Miller. Hi, Sonny.
Hi. I just realized how high up this is.
I thought you were going for like a little Muslim something. I wasn't
you
sure.
know, hello.
Yeah.
A little,
Get together.
yeah, you know, little hickey hiding situation. Definitely not that. Definitely
Jesus
not
keep me
that.
at a
Wow.
cross.
I forgot I can't crack joke with y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
But
Did y'all
there's
miss
a
us?
precious fountain.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. All of y'all who recommended all those things to me yesterday, I did not take any of your advice. Had one of the worst nights I ever had in a while. I have to go today. Like right from here,
We ain't about to talk about drugs again.
speed to the pharmacy.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
No, we going to the pharmacy today.
The legitimate one. What is
They
it?
have a license.
Do you also have a script?
What do you mean? You don't need a prescription to go to the pharmacy.
No, you do not. Mm-hmm. But until you want some of the things you keep asking about, then you need a script.
Oh, I'm sorry. Doctor? Miller?
No, somebody. somebody
Corporal? Sergeant?
Somebody. Well, I tell you one thing. I know where the sergeants
Sergeant?
is.
Corporal?
All
Because
the sergeants, you all come this way. I got something for you all.
because I'm trying to figure out how you get in my business.
I know one thing.
You don't want me to not live my life in pain? Remember I was in an accident.
My dear,
I can't use that no more.
thank you very much.
What was the other one I was using?
The shelf life on that is excited.
It was the next one I was using. What else I was saying?
I don't know.
What it was?
Oh boy.
Yes, remember the corned beef drop on my toe, remember? It's so
Yeah.
many things happen to me.
Yeah.
You know, I
Your
feel
life
like
is falling apart.
yes, I need to get some sort of prescription.
You know one thing? The prison have a wonderful sick bay. They're gonna take fantastic
And apparently the
care of
prison
you.
have a lot of prison officers who are willing to join us in prison too for smuggling things in there. Maybe if I go there, I
See,
can
this
still
is
get
it.
someone to smuggle me something in
Dear
there.
Commissioner of Police, I
Chantal?
want to advise you that this is not in the script. I didn't know this was on the run. I want to tell
It's
you,
not.
I'm
These are
a
things that we
part
talk about.
of this criminal.
What criminal? Because I'm asking my loyal nationers
How to get drugs
help.
without a
That's
prescription?
not what I asked them. I
did you
asked
ask?
them to help me out with my pain management.
Right. And then they gave you some names for some things that you need a script to get.
Like what?
You know the thing they tell you yesterday.
Like what?
Percocet, codeine.
Well, you clearly was paying attention.
I will make sure I know exactly what to testify when I go to court.
Oh, you's one of them. You's a snitch.
You don't want to see me come to court every day dressed in a three-piece suit.
Wow.
And I don't come out until I show the camera out there because I will make sure that when they catch me on the TV, right, I look like the fellow who come to help the police.
Okay.
Yeah. The old woman them can point at the TV and say, I can see this one, he come to help the police. Yeah.
You could tell.
Yes.
You know what? That's okay. He driving without backlights. Traffic police. He don't have no backlights.
I know one thing, I prepared.
Since Since we snitching.
But I prepared to trade that in.
Since
I prepared
we
to trade my backlights in.
since we snitching.
I prepared to trade my backlights in, right? To become chief Crown prosecution witness.
I tell you one thing.
And I have practiced my fainting. So at some point,
I would be so happy and joyful, sitting in that stand, just happy and high.
but I know one thing. When you get up the road there under the auspices,
And there are clearly people willing to smuggle me things, and their friend had it in his boots. We can talk about that later.
could be in
He
jail
was in the
long.
first or the
you
second.
could be in jail long.
That's okay, and he could keep smuggling me things in jail.
Oh boy, Commissioner.
You know they have cell phones and things in there.
Commissioner Dawn Claire, I want to say I do not know anything about any criminal, anything at any time. That's what I want to say. I can tell you I could practice. Listen, when they say, did you know that St. Jessica was getting the drugs illegally?
I'm not getting them illegally.
I think, right? When they find me back to, I say, Your Honor, what was the question? The drugs illegally. I faint again. They say, hold on, we got to recess this matter. This boy, like, he having a little problem. But I intend to be the court every day, fainting and fully dressed.
Okay. All right, no problem. Have you been following, speaking about court, we only have a couple minutes left, the Lindsay Clancy case?
From a yardstick away. That's the woman who killed all the children, right?
Very interesting story. I want to talk a little bit about that when we come back. It have nothing to do with us.
Yeah, she
right?
killed 3 children.
But I do feel like it's a conversation that we need to have here. You don't think so?
Yeah, again, I gotta
Yeah,
come closer to the
she
mama.
strangled all 3 of her kids.
Yeah.
And then tried to kill herself afterwards.
Yeah, she wasn't good at killing herself.
No, she's in a wheelchair though.
Yeah.
We'll be back, y'all, right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
We go everywhere. Shop early at Janae's Chesapeake Road annual back to school sale going on now. Get up to 20% off on all school items in stock. Yes, all school items in stock. Shirts, jumpers, skirts, boys long and short pants, school neckties, PE shorts, in a variety of colors and school monograms. Shop early and don't miss out at Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road's annual back to school sale going on now. Remember, we go everywhere. Beat the rush and save, save, save at Janae's annual sale now.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
And I'm Sandy Brown.
Yeah.
Before we jump into everything, don't forget that with Canute, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canute, explore Canute's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. So Canute is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. And Canute empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
Canoe, it's for when you don't know what else to do.
Okay. And if you're looking to unwind or detox, I haven't heard my coworker's stomach for the day, so maybe he went and got his
I
detox.
drank less
tea.
water.
You keep saying it's water, but that I've never heard someone's stomach do that because of water. But if you say so, Calm teas and a 14-day detox tea await you at herbalbeautysupplyconcepts.com, or you can give them a call at 818-7831. All right, I noticed don't have nothing to do with what we was talking about, but have y'all been following this Lindsay Clancy story? Have you not been following it?
No, again,
Casper, you been
from
following
like a
it?
yardstick away.
There are certain stories in the U.S. that I feel like sometimes they're very interesting. So she killed 3 of her kids,
Right.
all 3 of her kids,
Right.
right? I can't remember the ages, but I think it was like 8 months, 2 and 5, something like that, around
Right.
those ages. She strangled them.
Right.
And she's on trial now. She has pleaded not guilty, but not guilty by reason of insanity. Because they said her defense is saying that she had postpartum psychosis.
Right.
Which is...
Is that like the step above postpartum depression?
Yes. So psychosis is when exactly her therapist. That's why I want to talk about this. Like it's so interesting. So she had postpartum. This is what her defense team is saying. Psychosis, which means that she heard things
voices,
talking
the
to
little
her,
grandma.
and she saw things that weren't there. So apparently, after she had the last baby, she was back and forth to this therapist. I think she went to 2 or 3 different therapists. I think they all testified because she was having suicidal thoughts.
Right.
And they was prescribing her stuff like Zoloft and other stuff, but it wasn't helping. She ended up going into a mental hospital for a stint, but they released her. They didn't keep her. I just feel like everybody kind of failed her a little bit, including her husband, by the way, who she told on at least 2 occasions that she was going to harm herself and the children.
Yeah. Well, again, I think.
And you didn't immediately pack them 3 children. No, not them.
But then take them well.
No. Sorry, not them. Immediately pack her stuff. I was sending her back to her ma, her pa, her sister, her brother,
The mental
whoever.
hospital.
Or sending her to a mental hospital or going to speak to a therapist to say, clearly this isn't working. And I definitely was never going to leave my children alone with her again. If this she's been from doctor to doctor to doctor. She's told you.
Right.
On several occasions.
But what is their village like? See, because it's easy to say, I'm not going to leave them with her until you kind of start thinking to yourself, like what does
nanny.
my village look like?
They had a nanny.
Right. So where was the nanny when all this killing was happening?
Well, apparently not there. And on top of that, and this is why the prosecution is saying that they don't believe that she was going through a psychosis or a psychotic break at this time because she planned the whole thing out.
Right.
She intentionally sent her husband out to go run a bunch of errands. She timed it out. They have all of her, where she was researching stuff, and they timed it out. Even the husband called her and she was like, no, I need you to go this place. Like she timed the whole thing out to make sure that nobody was home when she did this. So the prosecution is like, well, clearly she was not having a psychotic break if she was sane enough to plan these murders. So they've charged her with...
Unless the psychosis is triggered by, not triggered by, but unless the symptom of the psychosis is that she is, what do you call those people who have like the alter ego?
No, she's not schizophrenic.
Yeah, but not schizophrenia. There's another name for it. It'll come to me. So that may have happened, right? Like she may have had one of those instances where like the symptom of her psychosis is that she happens to be some elevated person in her head, and that permits her to do all these other things. Okay.
They're not. But I must say, her defense lawyer is pretty
Psychopath.
good.
Right.
Her defense lawyer is really good, and the therapist that they had up on that stand, who was her therapist, she about to lose her license. I'm almost positive if anybody is following this, because all of the questions because they was trying to figure out how this woman keep coming to you and telling you she's going to do these things and no one was alerted, or you've been treating her for this whole time and she just seems to be getting worse.
Yeah.
Like the whole story, it's just very interesting to see whether or not, because this was the first time that I heard.
Why would they argue beyond postpartum depression? Like, why did they go to postpartum psychosis and not just stick at postpartum
No, because
depression?
psychosis is a step further. It's when you start to see things, when you start to hear things. Depression is usually you stay in bed, you're very lethargic. That's not what was happening to her.
What I'm asking is, I know that in many cases the law, even here in Bahamian law, Bahamian law makes like a very interesting set of exclusions and allowances for women that suffer postpartum depression.
No, it's psychosis.
In the law.
Hers is completely different.
No, I get that. I just wondered, like, what was the thinking of the defense team to go beyond that because I know that there are already allowances in the law for it.
Because what she had is more than that. Like, they can't say it was postpartum depression. Psychosis is like a step above because she said she kept hearing things. That's the truth. Maybe she didn't have the expertise, but she kept hearing things. She kept hearing people hearing these thoughts telling her to kill her. And child, I don't know. If y'all follow it. It's very interesting. There are a lot of theories on TikTok that the husband actually killed the kids, tried to kill her, which I don't think makes sense.
So why would she come in court and lie about that? Because she's not dead. She's actually in court and can talk.
Yes, she didn't die. She tried to kill herself. She slit her wrist, but she's still
Unless
alive.
they may have been drugging her.
She broke her spinal.
If they're able to,
she broke
like,
her
if they're
spine,
able
so
to
she's in a
prove that.
wheelchair.
Right.
No.
I'm
And
saying,
she's
like,
admitted to it.
That would only. So I'm saying maybe like let's just say he found that she was having these psychotic.
That's the thing.
And he
people
was
said
giving
that
her something to induce this.
No, they said that he planned the whole thing, and she was so drugged up that she doesn't know reality. That he has convinced her that she actually did it because he's already married. You know, he's already moved on. I would have moved on too. But anyway.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing to do with us. I just thought it was very interesting.
Okay,
and,
so I do want to say this: that if you check section 298 of the Penal Code, the Bahamian Penal Code, Chapter 84, it does say that if a woman kills her own child, I guess the reason they wouldn't argue postpartum depression is because that only gives you a 12-month window. So if you do it within 12 months.
But postpartum depression goes beyond 12 months.
No, I'm talking about how the law recognizes.
Yeah, but I mean the law. You know, our laws are kind of. Thank you. Very much so antiquated.
So
it can go well beyond.
Section 298
it can
of
go
the
well
Penal
beyond. And what she had was not depression. It was beyond depression. Unless she's like a criminal mastermind and she planned this entire thing. And she just, what was that movie? The man did it, man. When he killed the priest and then he convinced everybody that he had multiple personalities, but he didn't. And then at the end, after he got off, you found out that he was just playing everybody. The white guy. Oh,
That's not in now.
Nobody, yeah, man, he killed the priest and he made everybody believe that the priest was touching him. And then he pretended he had schizophrenia. And then at the end of the movie, you realize he was lying about the whole thing.
Not in there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like
not
y'all
in my
don't watch
not in
movies.
my catalog.
Anyway, let's jump back into this. Don't forget, we're still looking for a co-host. I see y'all in the comments saying leaving. Sani needs you. Please don't leave. Well, he's leaving. But we are
Since
extending.
1985, actually.
You've been leaving since 1985? Or you've been leaving since 1985? Your girl say you look very nice in this color, by the way.
Yellow's my favorite color. That's
Manuel,
actually
please tell me what movie that
actually
is,
an
man.
aside comment so that you could register it.
Oh, yellow's your favorite color? Okay, I'll buy you something yellow when you leave. So we are looking for a co-host. The search is on. That flyer that you see up on the screen. If you are interested or you know someone who's interested, you can scan that QR code. You can apply. We're just looking for someone with the personality. Leave say they have to have the looks. Obviously, you have to have some sort of smarts, know what's going on in the world, not just in the Bahamas. What else we need them to have? Personality, smarts, looks, charisma. You can't be scared of the camera. You have to have thick skin because our nationers, they drag us, baby.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Up and down, actually.
Yeah, you know, sometimes they like us. Sometimes they don't like us. Man, one of y'all in these comments, I know y'all know this movie I'm talking about. Ask Chatty Man.
You have to you have to narrow the search a little narrower. Than
It's a movie with a white guy, famous white guy, man. I cannot remember his name.
I want to say that if you say famous white guy and movie.
Man, and he killed a priest and the lawyer was defending him. Was it? Tingham was his lawyer, Keanu Reeves.
Movie.
Was Keanu Reeves his
with
lawyer?
Keanu Reeves.
And he pretended like he had schizophrenia.
As a lawyer.
Come on, man.
I asking Chatty?
Come on.
You're probably talking about Devil's Advocate?
No.
Starring Keanu Reeves.
Okay, it
and
wasn't
Kevin
Devil's
Lomax.
Advocate then. No. That was good. That wasn't it. I could find it on my own when the stories start to play because you don't know nothing.
Oh boy.
Anyway, we're going to remind you about the co-host search. Man, this is bothering me.
I could tell.
Say something. I'm going to find
boy.
this. Say something. Tell the people we'll be looking for on a co-host.
Co-host.
Yeah, tell them.
And you have to be all the things she said you have to be, and then some more things, and then you come and you be a co-host of the show, and hopefully you're good. If you're horrible, they're gonna tell you. And sometimes when you're good, they still tell you that you're horrible. So learn how to let it roll off the back off your back like a duck, and don't.
Primal Fear.
There you have it.
Richard Gere and Edward Norton. Edward Norton pretended to be schizophrenic. And like one of his personalities was like very shy. And he used to stutter. And he used to talk like this.
I've
and
actually never heard of it.
Please go and watch. It is a really good movie. And he murdered an archbishop. And he convinced everybody that he murdered the archbishop because the archbishop was touching him. Which I do think the archbishop was touching him, but I cannot remember that part. But he convinced people that there were two people living inside of him.
Well, we had that right here in Nassau. You remember?
But it wasn't two people that was living inside
Remember
him.
kill your whole family and say that the devil told him to do it?
No, what it was?
Where the boy that lived in the fella, man, what's his name? And he killed his whole family and dumped them by the canal. He killed the daddy because the daddy apparently was abusive. Killed the daddy, and then he said, well, boy, now I got to kill the mummy.
Sorry, YouTube did get it first. YouTube was telling me Primal Fear a long time.
So he
Sorry.
did kill the mummy after that, and then he said, well, I got to kill
Was this the one in out east where he kill everybody in the house?
Yeah. What the name of the subdivision name, man? Oh, boy.
Man, there was
Down
a thread.
Nottage Estate.
That's what I wanted.
Down Nottage Killer.
Someone said, yes, it was a really good movie. Yes, y'all, it is Primal Fear. Y'all late.
Yeah.
YouTube a little later than everybody else. Castro, remember I told you I wanted to talk about that thread, man, and you said you were in that thread. It was a very interesting thread that was going on social media about, I guess, what would you describe it? Like strange stories. And then there was one about witchcraft and the trees killing somebody or the, man, I need to find that thread. I feel like that would be Kevin Hanna. Everybody's saying Kevin Hanna.
Kevin Hanna is his name.
Yes.
Kevin Hanna.
Don Nottage Estates.
Don Nottage, the Don Nottage Killer.
Yeah. Y'all know that, but nobody knew Primal Fear. No,
Yeah.
they did know Primal Fear. They said he went to Sandilands. He was a Hanna.
He was actually very much in Fox Hill Prison, and he spent 35 years there, I think.
I want to find that thread, man, because it was so interesting to know all of these stories that you didn't know happened in, like, right here. I mean, I knew the one with the boys in,
You know, he also walked home
what you mean?
after killing everybody in the whole house,
Yeah, but he killed them in the house, so how you
and
walk
then
home?
drove them to the canal and walked home.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what he was on, but that's an impressive energy.
Is he still alive?
He is very alive.
Is he still in Sandilands?
He's never been in Sandilands.
Somebody said he went to Sandilands.
He was in the calaboose.
I already telling you, somebody said he went to Sandilands.
Yeah, no, he was very.
Then there
very
was
much in
one
Sandilands.
about a guy who murdered his wife and then built the porch on top of her.
That was the boy from Fox Hill.
So that was true too.
That was the one that hung himself in prison because he was set to be executed. And before he could be executed, he hung himself in prison. I think they fired one slew of prison officers for it. What was his name? He was a square-head fella.
Don't
It was
know.
right in the Fox Hill. He put in the staircase and cemented the staircase.
There wasn't a staircase. They say it was a porch.
No, the staircase. He put on the staircase and tried and cemented the staircase shut. But they found out like 2 days later. They pushed the building down too since then. So there you have it. So these things happen right here in the Bahamas all the time.
Yeah, and I think it'll be very interesting. I know when I worked at Eyewitness News originally, 2 police officers plot to kill B.K. Barnaby. When
That was supposed to be in 2000. That was supposed to be in 2000. Remember he was supposed to be the last.
Someone say he has been released.
He has been
Higgs. Higgs.
Higgs is his name, yes.
Oh, and the thread about the 3 sisters. What 3 sisters?
Which 3 sisters? The only 3 sisters I know is
with
the
the
3
story
sisters
with the
that-
3 sisters who were
that
swimming out to the
drowned.
man.
Yeah, 3 sisters
Is
rock.
that what? Yeah, and they say
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were swimming out to the man,
And when
and
their
then they.
sisters died, the rocks grow in their
Yeah.
place. Yeah. So,
Huh.
no, we've had our fair share of it here in the Bahamas. You know, these things only...
John Higgs. Someone say
John
John
Higgs
Higgs.
is his name, yes.
Yes.
Ingram was supposed to hang him. He said, not a day like it.
Why did they find out why he killed his wife?
I think, well, I don't know if I remember the story that far back. What I do know is the trial went on for a bit. He was sentenced to execution, and I think he cut his wrists while he was in prison. Or did he hang himself with the shoelaces? Yeah, in Fox Hill Prison, the morning before his execution.
What stories about the 66 steps? Y'all know a lot, boy.
Which 66
Henry
steps?
Bryce and Stephen Stubbs charged with the plot to kill B.K. Barnaby. Where was that? Oh, 92. I wasn't.
Stephen Stubbs?
That's what they say. Just reading. They say John Higgs. Someone say, how is he out? I don't know. I think these are things that we, I mean.
He's been considered a rehabilitated person.
Tingham them still in there.
Who?
Like I was about to say, when
also did 40 years, though.
When we started,
Or 30.
when Eyewitness News started, we went to the prison and we all did interviews of you know murderers and stuff like that. I did. Friend, who did write on the Cutlass? You next?
Oh yeah. Who? Prince.
Prince. Can I say?
Who was a wonderful person. Like
I won't. Nah, he killed somebody.
I'm saying.
I would say this. Interviewing him,
he is the calmest human being on the planet.
it was scary though. It was like a scary calm. Like he really was
know, like-
very. When I interviewed him, and you know, I didn't feel like I thought I would feel threatened. You know, because it was such a brutal murder.
Yeah.
And
No,
he was
he's
just this,
super calm.
just so calm.
Super calm. Like almost medicated calm. Like unbelievably calm.
Had to
person.
have been on some sort of medication because he was, and he answered the question. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
And speaks very well and is very like absolutely.
Yeah, it
you couldn't
was-
associate him and Grievous Arm.
Yeah, it just it just.
And I think maybe in
No,
the
I
days-
don't feel sorry for him. I
in
just
today's
said I
world-
expected it to be, like
But I think
I
in today's
expected it
world,
to be.
if his defense had argued psychosis, he might actually.
No, that's absolutely. Do not do that. Now you're
No, I'm
gonna make me
saying- I'm
mad.
saying
There's a
if they
difference
had.
between what he did and psychosis,
No, I'm talking about. But if he had a temporary lapse of insanity.
which is not psychosis.
Oh, okay, so maybe if he had a temporary lapse of insanity, and maybe if that was a part of his
No,
argument.
that's not that. It's the typical Bahamian man. If I can't have you, nobody can
I
have
don't know
you.
about that, because I'm ready to throw a woman in the garbage every chance I get. So I don't know if that is exactly the way all men feel. I'm saying to you that, you know, and
No.
when you see the person.
Nobody owns anybody.
Precisely.
You don't own me.
Precisely.
Yeah, anyway.
But-
Who's calling Evans?
I don't know Colin Evans. All right, serial killers.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We wasted a whole half an hour. But we do have Bahamian news to get to. We'll be back right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2-ball. 10. Give me another 2-ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon!
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic!
Yeah! Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levi Miller.
I'm Sonny Brown. I was trying to find the information. I see y'all put Colin Evans in here.
That name doesn't even ring a bell in my
They
mind.
said he was convicted of murdering Jeannie Marie Russell in 1980.
Yeah, that doesn't register in my mind.
They said he was allegedly connected to multiple women being killed, but Jeannie Russell was the only known victim, although there were other suspected murders that were linked to him. This was in the 80s.
Is he like
Okay.
Ted Bundy?
Apparently.
Yeah, you know, Ted Bundy, they released Ted Bundy out of prison and then he just started killing more women again.
He worked at Bahamas. Y'all know plenty about these people, boy. Anyway, we have to revisit this. We have other things to talk about, but this is so interesting.
They had no show and thing, you know, so gossip is what was keeping the Bahamas moving.
In the 80s, you could remember these things from then?
You know, have you ever like talked to your parents and you called someone's name and your parents could tell you their whole bloodline? Like, oh yeah, that's Sonny. Yeah, that's Renee's daughter and her
You
mommy.
mean like how what's your name is call you every day and could tell us everything?
Berenice?
Berenice.
Yeah.
Berenice say, yeah, your mother named this, and you're like, Berenice, no.
Yeah.
All
that
of
was
my
that was a damn good
information.
pastime.
So who killed the Dava girl? What Dava girl?
I don't know.
Anyway, we're gonna come back to this one day because I do
Yeah.
think this is very interesting. And I
Murderers,
do
Inc.
think, but you know, these are the kind of things I'm interested in. You know, I just sit down and watch serial killer things all day, and I fall asleep listening to serial killer things.
But what would you say the drug the name the woman here was on? What the drug the woman was on? The woman.
Zoloft.
You probably need to get you a script for some of that.
I don't see your hair things. I just find it to be very interesting, like the way that the mind, the human mind, someone say Higgs is deceased. They say newspapers printed all of these. They barely had TV back in the day,
Higgs is deceased.
so everybody
Kill
just
yourself.
used to read the newspaper.
You have to be deceased if you kill yourself in prison.
Oh, I'm only telling you what the people say.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna come back to this. Thank you guys for indulging us for a couple of minutes. But let's get to the news of the day. Lots of things that we need to talk about. So Belinda Wilson, who I just found out yesterday from this one, is the head of the union. I thought Belinda only was
umbrella
dealing
union.
with teachers, but no.
No,
She
she's
done.
president of the Bahamas National Alliance of Trade Union Congresses or something like that.
Sorry, someone said.
Banatak or something like that.
Someone says yesterday it was drugs, today it was murder. Sonny, are you okay?
No, the drugs ain't wear off yet. That's what I try to tell you all.
Say, listen, I had to take more drugs last night. Y'all should
Oh,
be happy
boy.
that I'm here.
Oh,
Listen. Hopefully tonight is the last night of it, though. See, I know you did like serial killers and forensic shows. Yes, Forensic Files is good. Snapped is good. There's one called For My Man. That one is pretty good, too. It's about all these women who end up going to prison for their men. What happened?
I just, I want to make sure that we write this
There's
out.
Women Who
Make a mental
Kill. That
note.
one is good, too. There's even one about children who kill, but I had to stop watching that because it freaked me out because I lived in a house with kids and I just...
And you say you got to kill these children before they get me.
Yeah. But trust me, it's a lot. It's a lot of things out there that will
Yeah.
cause you to just look at everybody sideways.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Anyway, so apparently, Belinda is saying, I guess, what you said yesterday, that they're willing to go to the table. They've been to the table, but the problem is the
TUC.
the taxi drivers are saying that they don't want to be in negotiations with the livery drivers. Like, they don't want them at the same table. Like, they don't want to negotiate with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I'm not coming to work if leaving coming to work. We gonna have to negotiate in two separate places. I think that's what she said, if you listen to it.
So basically she said that, listen, we had a set of, you know, an offer that we think is feasible and mutually beneficial, right? And we talked about putting in place call-up systems and markings and indicators and blah, blah, blah. What I found most interesting is Belinda's upset that they get up from the table.
No, that's what, okay, let's see what she's, can we listen
Sure,
to the comments? Let's listen.
to it.
Let's listen to it.
We are still of the view that the proposal is workable and there can be a win-win for taxi and livery to make a living, to feed their families. So I appeal to the taxi union to come back to the table with livery, and let's continue to discuss, review, and amend the proposal as necessary. The BNATUC and the Bahamas Livery Drivers Union, we are prepared to meet, and we are willing to work together to ensure the best for both unions, and by extension, the transportation industry and an improvement in our tourism product.
This
Stop
the
talking
big
so slow.
aha kiki for me, right? The big aha kiki in this for me is it appears as though these people are doing the one thing that everyone that has ever been in a negotiation with Belinda claims Belinda does do. You ever find that funny?
Well, you know, what they say, teeth from teeth, God smile.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm impressed by her calmness and her desire to negotiate, right? But it makes me just wonder what is the posture of the BNATUC, because I don't know Belinda to be this calm in her negotiations. You follow me?
I really just hope they work it out. I am so tired of hearing about this taxi and livery driver situation. It seems like it's just been going on forever. They keep ramping up things and going from 0 to 100. I just want it to be fixed.
Well, I think Obi is unreasonable, right? But in all of his unreasonableness, it shocks me that Belinda is this calm. Like,
well, she only this calm in the interview. Check her in there. See, let somebody hide one little recorder inside the room, and let's check her then.
Because, you know, Belinda is the one that demand a meeting with the prime minister, because she don't want to talk to no boy. She want to talk to man.
My favorite meme was her walking on the side of Brave Davis and him doing the little handshake.
Yeah. But that has been her. That has been her forte throughout her life as a unionist, right? Like, Belinda will get up and flip the table over at any point. This negotiation looks like it's going left. And I'm not saying that that doesn't work. It's obviously worked massively enough to have her re-elected a number of times. The Bahamas Union of Teachers enjoys solid leadership in Belinda Wilson. It's just funny that now that her strategy is being employed on her, she said, now come on. You can't just get up from the table.
Because you don't do me like that. You do what I do. You do what I say and not what I do.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, we'll see what comes of it. Let's see.
But none of them own the industry. And I think the government, just like how remember the government actually had to pull this trigger with Junkan Lewis, right? That, hey, y'all don't own this. We permit you all to run it and do whatever, but y'all don't own it. It belongs to the Bahamian people. The tourism industry, the transportation industry belong to Bahamians. And what is in the best interest of Bahamians is what has to be realized. And if y'all don't figure this out, we can come figure it out for y'all.
Well,
next thing you know, they create a transportation authority.
Hopefully, this situation is resolved soon. I told you I saw it firsthand coming from the airport. The bickering between the two groups. It's not a good look. It's scary to the tourists. I was scared as a Bahamian, so I can only imagine how they feel with two different groups of people kind of just shouting at them and pulling them one way or the other. Just let's get it together.
And grabbing the baby stroller.
I love serial killer documentaries. I know I have some people out there that like me. I know. I can binge watch crime documentary all day. See, I know there are people like me.
Yeah,
Cold Justice is a good one too, Sonny. Okay. Stop with a big STOP watching those demonic movies. They true stories.
The people are demons who perform them, though.
I always say people have demons. Some people just bad.
If you kill everybody in your whole house, you're into the and you say the devil tell you do it.
They just don't say the devil tell them do it.
That's what the boy from down north said. The devil tell him do it.
That's what I would have said too, because Bahamians would have believed that. Sani, you, my sister watches those man-killing shows. What? You know the majority of the... You know what? Okay. Someone say they still like mix-up. Belinda can't... She can't... Someone say that's the Conjuring. Now, those things I can't watch. Like, things with, like, spirits. I feel like they could jump out through the TV.
I like a little spirit. The power of Christ compels you.
I watched The Exorcist once, and let me tell you.
Oh, boy.
I felt like
You feel
through
like
the TV, you know? How could Belinda negotiate? Because she don't do this with the teachers, and now she acts in the taxi.
Remember now, she's the president of a Congress, right? Remember, there's the TUC.
No. What they're saying is
right. They asking how is she negotiating on their behalf?
No. That's not what they're saying. They're saying the same thing you're saying. How say now, Belinda? I think it was supposed to say now.
Oh,
but
okay.
Say how Belinda could negotiate. Yeah. I agree. Sani and Levan, I know with what, but this taxi thing is a tourism problem. None don't come in Camp Road.
Yeah, I can tell you that. Or South Beach.
True. All day, all night, I love crime docs. Listen, I can tell you one thing. Not guilty.
You can go to jail.
Not even not guilty. You wouldn't even, no charges.
You can go to jail.
Cleared.
Jail. I could see jail right all over you.
Expert.
You can end up in jail, boy.
Expert. Especially here?
Yeah.
Come on now.
When they pull this same clip in your court file, they can say, do you remember saying this? You could be like the boy who they use his rap video in the murder case.
Yes, but it didn't work, eh?
It worked very well. He's in the calaboose.
Oh. They tried to do that to Rihanna's husband. Well,
Probably.
not husband, boyfriend, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Baby daddy.
Yeah.
Baby daddy. Anyway, so a trainee corrections officer, this is what we started alluding to earlier, found himself
on his way to the calaboose
behind bars today.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't even make it yet.
He liked prison so much. He said, man, I should just stay here.
How you was a trainee?
I tell you, because he said, boy, wow, they just let me wake here every day. These fellas have
You could at least wait until you get in, no? How long is training?
No. So, they go through training. That would just mean he hasn't gone through the probationary period yet. I think they still call them trainee until they pass probation. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I like unsolved mysteries too.
Yeah.
So this 27-year-old trainee corrections officer was arrested after authorities allegedly discovered suspected marijuana concealed inside his boots while he was being inspected at the Bahamas Department of Corrections. I tell you one thing, someone snitch on him, because they don't just call you and say, come, take your socks and your shoes off. Either that or they've been like the U.S. and they've been watching him for some time.
Yeah.
And they wanted to catch him.
Yeah.
So apparently while he was at the security processing center, officials detected abnormalities. How?
The dope was so fresh they could smell it coming from his shoe.
Well, then he should have carried it.
He might have had a hot foot.
He should have put some time or something and hide it.
He had this hot foot, right? Heating up this good high grade.
So when he walked, they could have smelled it.
Say, boy, that smell like high grade.
Listen, so the officer was subsequently taken to a private room where a search of his boots was conducted. Police said the search resulted in the discovery of 4 plastic wraps, 2 in each boot, each containing marijuana. You going to jail for 4 little ounces of weed?
What is the value of it in prison? Because if you can make $1,000 on this shift.
Estimated street value of $600.
So imagine what it costs in jail. $600 worth of drugs? Man, I want y'all to stop it.
That's what they say.
I want you. A pound of dope is $1,100. You trying to tell me this boy?
They say 4 ounces have an estimated street value. They say this hydroponic marijuana. Maybe this is a special kind.
Okay. I'll give them that. But I just want to say, because $1,000 is for a pound of dope. No wonder they know this was in your shoe. You couldn't put your heel down. That's plenty dope.
He says 4 ounces. What's the difference between hydroponic
Hydroponic
marijuana?
is
All
they
your
grow it in a
drug
lab.
people who was telling me about the
They grow it in a
Percocet
lab.
thing
So they grow it
yesterday.
under lights and stuff
So
like
it's
that.
more expensive than the regular?
Yeah, because you could control the THC content if you grow it under God's sun.
So this was the good weed?
Yeah, this is the Kushun Pang.
You going to jail for 4 ounces of
Yeah. Welcome to the Bahamas Department of Corrections.
If I can get caught committing a crime, it's going to be a crime.
I mean, hold on.
Okay?
Put per capita. If you could make $1,000 in an 8-hour shift.
I am not going to jail for $1,000.
No, but look, I'm talking about the per capita value.
What I'm saying to you is me, Sonny.
Right.
I'm not putting my career for 1,000.
Agreed.
Add some more zeros, I might.
Here's the deal, though. Imagine if you could do $1,000 a shift.
I'm not doing
5 days a week.
No.
For 20 years.
It gotta be
Is
one.
this a lump sum? You like
it
lump
gotta
sum
be
grind?
one thing. I only it's scary.
You like lump sum grind?
I be going through them people metal detect, just sweating, pouring sweat.
They can say, you want to declare this to put in your pocket?
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to jail for 4 ounces of marijuana. That's not.
Hydroponic.
What is his name? I ain't gonna call his name.
Let's call his name, man.
They ain't give his name.
Because I'd like to tell you who the newest resident.
Conk of the day.
Yeah.
Him. 4 ounces?
Yeah.
Come on.
And I tell you, when he put it in them hot shoe with that hot foot, that hydroponic, they got to smell like.
I did see that, but I don't see this in the story. But I did see in another story, they said he had more in his car and cell phones.
That's my point. So if you could make $1,000 every shift, this is a pretty lucrative gig.
No, because you're gonna get caught. I cannot do that every shift. I need
No,
one
you in charge of the
shift
security.
You ain't in charge
When
of
I say
nothing
you in
because
charge,
you gotta.
I mean like you are a god, so it ain't like you going through the airport with this.
You ain't even no God with no stripes yet. You are a trainee. You don't know them people yet. Them people in your boys yet.
Yeah, they ain't your boys.
You ain't. You gotta at least
And
go
they
there
probably
and.
looking at you.
No, leaving is my boy, so
Yeah.
I know leaving on this shift.
Yeah.
And leaving ain't gonna check me. You know. You just reach there, man. Them people
all we
ain't
doing
know
is
you.
watching you. You look like you wanted to be a drug dealer anyhow. You come to the prison. Well, I'll tell you one thing, my friend. From today on, your soaps are free, your baths are free, and so are your meat. You can't beat this. It's gated security with wonderful living conditions inside the eastern area on a pristine piece of real estate.
See, y'all should start a daily conquer today. You know that was the plan.
Yeah.
We just forget.
Yeah. No, some days we have so much conk, man.
We didn't know which one, but this one,
Yeah.
he get it today.
You were on your way to the calaboose.
He get it today. Yeah, they said he had more in his car, and allegedly, that's what the people I'm saying, on cell phones, they also said that he
Yeah.
had in his car. So when I steal, it would need Secret Service to find. I tell you that.
Jail.
If y'all ever hear me get caught doing a crime, it could be something that was going to be a payoff.
Yeah.
I disappear.
Yeah.
Like, gone. You ain't gonna see me no more.
Think they put him in the back part?
What does a prison officer, what? A prison offer or say to do the crime? I don't know. Now, if it's a threatened situation, I would have to been like, look, y'all can't put me on cell block D no more. D said on cell block D telling me if I don't sneak these things in, they gonna hurt me.
No, man, it's, hey, man, I got my brethren who good. He can pay you $1,000. You know, they don't make that much money. I think they make like $1,600 something a month.
Yeah, when they start.
He's starting.
Yeah.
And he's 27, which means he probably got real bills. He probably already have a baby mother.
That ain't my problem.
I'm not saying it's your, I'm saying that.
Go work the BPL. You could make at least $100,000.
Only if you sting him.
We're going to get to that soon. That's where I need to go work because, baby,
Yeah.
I need me some overtime.
The things is blow up around you.
I don't care.
Why it is buying up?
Now I understand why 6 of them is be standing up outside the hall. Only one person working,
And the
but
rest are on
we all clocking that overtime, sweetie.
tell you that.
I tell you one thing, if you get it, anyway, all I can say was, if I ever get in problems, it ain't gonna be for no 4 ounces of weed. This man. Anyway, couple drops of antifreeze. No, you can't use antifreeze no more. You used to be able to use the antifreeze because the antifreeze didn't have a taste. You know that's why antifreeze now has a taste. It used to be sweet, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. Put it in the Gatorade. And they didn't know, and then they had to stop.
And angry wives were killing husbands with it.
And that's also why Tylenol, the pills, they stopped putting them in the capsules you could open.
Commissioner, I'm telling
you, because a man tried to kill his wife like that, and he gone and he put all of the.
Commissioner, this is the part of the show I want you to record this piece.
I only letting you know this is how things happen, but you can't do antifreeze no more.
Commissioner, make sure you record this part. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I watch these things.
I want to tell you, Wayne, I am prepared to be chief prosecution witness. Y'all leaving here?
Castro scared. Y'all ain't gotta be scared.
All I want y'all to do is.
I scared of jail, child. I ain't doing them. I'm just saying, it's interesting to know why things. Because antifreeze apparently used to be sweet.
Yeah.
And they used to use antifreeze to try and kill people.
Yes. Wives used to put it in sports drinks.
Oh yeah, this woman, she put it in her husband Gatorade.
Yeah.
And so they had to change the taste of it so people could be able
Detect
to.
it.
Yeah.
But I
Just
feel
go
like by
back
the
to
time you get one big gigantic mouthful of antifreeze, you're probably already in too deep.
Go back to flattening tires. Yeah, no man.
No, boy.
Flattening tires and thing.
In other news,
Let me read some of these. Let me read some of these comments because we almost have time. Do you want to start? Eye drops? Yes. I found out about.
what is this we doing here?
These people say Shanta come for Sonny, please. I only telling you.
And send like one of the one.
For what? I ain't do nothing.
We can talk about that when you get up the road right here by the little grain building.
Why would you send me up there, Sonny? You.
Because they might have some questions they want.
Don't leave and speak that over me. Exactly.
Speak what?
I don't know. You say something. Me too, Sonny, but I ease up from watching them. Over time, be sweet for real. You work day.
Yeah.
You want to just start the overtime story now?
We can do it.
No, I thought we said we was going to do it.
5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you would tell the people
it's
about
almost
how to
5
kill
o'clock.
their husband with antifreeze.
Well, let's go to the woman who steal all the money.
All right, let's go to the woman.
Now, I might have. Let me stop before y'all. Anytime I say things, y'all is think I being serious, and then y'all is what call Shanta for me. But there was another story too I wanted to talk about last week. You see the woman who steal all the money from Bambushak? Was it Bambushak I saw? And I was like, they make all that money in a small period of time. But anyway, so a woman admitted to stealing over $61,000 while working as a store manager.
Mm-hmm. In which store?
She worked at Banana Bay.
Yeah, that's the people who sell the white clothes.
Downtown.
Mm-hmm.
They could at least make plenty money because she stole $61,391.11 between June and July of 20. If you ain't missed $61,391.11.
If she didn't move the 11 cents, they would have never.
They would have never found anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently she was responsible for preparing sale tallies and deposits when she swiped the money. Ulysses Miller, who's 42.
That's easy to do.
What?
That's easy to do. Okay, so if I'm responsible for, what it is, sales, tallies and
and
that sort of
deposits.
stuff. Right.
Mhm.
So when I carry the money, all I need to do is make the adjustment on the invoice when I go to deposit it. I obviously sound like I counting the money and writing up the invoice. This sounds like a one-man process.
Say, what if she was just bad at math? No, she wasn't just bad at math because she admitted to stealing by reason of employment. And she's been given time to pay the fines. So she had to pay. See, this is why people is getting mad at these things, you know. She paid $1,000 last week. She only have to pay another.
60,000 more?
Listen, she only have to pay another $4,000 by October, and then she paying them $500. That's a loan. She just got a little loan. $500 a month.
Brother, she was going to open up a shop. I don't care what you sell.
She just got a little loan. That's all that was.
Go find me. Matter of fact, I want to go steal $61,000 from them. If I could pay it back at what? $500 a month?
$500 a month.
Yeah, let's do the maths on that. 500. Man,
and this ain't no interest. She got an interest-free loan.
Bahama Bay, y'all ain't got $60,000 like a thief next week.
She got an interest-free loan.
Listen to the maths on this, right? $61,000.
So she got to pay $1,000 last week, and then she have to pay another $4,000 by October. What this month is August,
500.
September, October. So
she have 122 months to pay them back. What they name? Bahama Bay. Where y'all let's keep the money? I need to come teeth a little bit.
That woman get the best interest-free loan
in the
ever.
world. Correct. That's the best loan in the world.
$500.
Man,
wow.
Anybody who have $60,000 that they need little teeth in, let me know, please, because I'm ready to sign up for this.
She ain't even spend all that $61,000. She could pay all that back. She could keep doing.
So she paid $5,000, and the deposit and the what you call it when you have to put the. I ain't borrow money from the bank in so long. When you have to put down the deposit to get the money.
Down payment.
The down payment. Mm-hmm. That's less than 10%.
I just saying, okay.
This is listen to me. Bahama, man, tell me where the money is, cause you want something more of this.
I mean, if you could steal it and I get it, yeah.
So
and then you pay it back.
$500 a month. You can't give me $100 to go to what, the bill?
No.
Wow.
But I mean, I would take that.
I would take that. I would take that too.
I would take that too. It was a man.
I plead guilty right away. I say I so guilty, Your Honor. And you know when you hear me and they ask for a little.
Someone say, get that money, girl. They don't pay nobody for what they really worth. $61,000 you for 1 month's pay. You work the BPLA.
Only if you sting them.
3 Tinghams.
Yeah. Yeah. But no man, this is a fantastic loan. No, this it. Boy, Tingham them don't have loan payback rates this good.
I don't disagree with you. So I said she got an interest-free loan.
Yeah, even if she was in the credit union, this wouldn't be this good.
Well, anyway,
she could buy. Think about it. She could buy a car, and she could remodel her house, and have 122 months is.
But see, this is why a lot of
22 months is 10 years.
This is why a lot of people, even with these people like that man, I hope they catch Ronaldo, who is be stealing all that money. People like him, when you take them to court, this is what has happened. The court can say, okay, how much you could pay? Listen to me. When people steal from people in the court, they say, how much you could pay? They say, I only could pay $200. The court ain't trying to put all these people in jail.
Right, because the court can't make you a criminal.
Right, so what they're going to do is say, okay, we're going to give you an opportunity. You pay them $200 a month. You know how long it would take for me to get my money back?
Sonny, think
how
about
much
this.
months you said it is?
122. But also think about this. If she missed little payment, even no late fee.
No, and if she missed payment, she could go to the court and say, this is what happened, and they can give her...
reduce the price. Man, I want teeth little 60,000.
I would teeth more than that if I knew I was just going to pay $500 a month.
Wow.
I was going to at least teeth enough for me to buy a house.
No, man, listen, you all appeal that, yeah? Appeal, it's no way that could be right.
Why?
Nah, man.
We have another...
You get 10 years to pay the money back.
We have another Tiffin story too.
Well, take me
And then the thing is, with these little Tiffin story too, once you pay back, they just take that off your record, you know.
Bahama Bay, I'd like to come next week Friday and teach some money from you all. Please set up an appointment, because I really could use one little 60.
I'm surprised they even took it to court. You know, a lot of people just don't want you to know people steal from them.
That depends on if you teeth in it. But the way she teeth it in the transaction at the bank end.
Yeah.
You can let people know that.
All right.
And I know accounting firm.
Well, anyway, we'll be back right after this. We have that BPL story and another Tiffin story to tell y'all when we come back from this break.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This 150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. It's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K Payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
And I'm Sani Brown.
I have an idea.
Wow.
What this woman name?
Who?
The Tiefin woman.
Man, I think I didn't close that. No, I ain't closed it yet. Ulysses Miller.
Ulysses, that's my cousin. Ulysses. Man, tell you what. Lend me tidy. I could pay you $600 a month. And then that way you gonna know exactly where the $500 a month coming from. And then you'd be able to make.
Anyway, if she don't pay it back, she'll get 2.5 years behind bars.
Sonny, even that is a fantastic deal.
Oh, so, I misspeak. She got a fine.
How much they fine out?
$10,000.
She could take it right up to 60.
So the $10,000 would be the interest then. Like if she had to get a loan from the bank.
But no, that she giving that to the crown, because that's for.
No, but I'm saying, from the money that she paying back in her head, that would be the interest.
And what that interest rate is? Okay.
Nah, you ain't asking me who's counting my fingers.
Hold on. So you thief 61,000, right? 61,000.
While you do that, let me read this real quick. Don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe. Explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. And Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid quickly and to grow.
Canoe, because it's the best thing to do.
And don't forget, if you're looking to unwind or detox, Conteas and a 14-day detox tea await you at herbalbeautysupplyconcepts.com or give them a call at 818-7831.
So Jessica, that interest rate is 1.63%.
She did well.
Ulysses is me, your cousin, man. All right?
Your cousin now. Someone say she got a job back to it.
She's a Miller and I's a Miller. That means how many cousins to you?
You want to be associated with that?
I just want to tell you.
Okay.
You already got to get the crown 10. So you have 50. Ain't no sense you stress yourself out with this 50, because that can stress you out. Give me 30. I can pay you $600 every month. And now you have the $500 to pay back the loan over the course of the years. And you ain't have to go to jail. Shall we help you out?
I guess so. Anyway, before we get to, there's a statement. The government sent a statement about the BPL thing.
Yeah, the government say that y'all rest that money down.
Government can't say nothing, and I can tell y'all why in a minute when we get to that, because we have a lot of rowing to go on about
government
that.
Say $2 million.
But before we go,
think we richie.
Before we go there, another Tiefin story. I think this one we have a video. These people, I didn't even know travel people still exist. Like y'all know about Expedia and Kayak and cheap tickets. Or you could go directly to
the travel agency.
To JetBlue or Bahamas Air or American Airlines or wherever and book your tickets that way. Or if you want like the packages, you just can't do them with RBC because they only let you spend $700 a day on your card. But if you want to book your packages, they have like Expedia and Kayak. What else there? Priceline.
LastMinuteTickets.com.
There's two packages? LastMinuteTickets.com. Buy them yourself. But these people apparently trusted this lady and her husband, who in their 70s. I didn't even know we still is teeth when you're that old.
They ready to go see Jesus anyway.
So that's why they teeth in?
Yeah, because if the rapture come for them, boom, now they ain't got to pay the money back.
This This is the story.
On to news from the courts. The wife of a local associate pastor who worked as a travel concierge along with her husband are facing charges after a vacation failed to materialize. Prosecutors say 58-year-old Andrea Cox and her husband, 74-year-old Reginald Cox, receiving $5,000 from Tanya Aswood on November 28th of 2023. Cox is accused of receiving an additional $28,805 from Ashwood between January of 2023 and March of 2024. The couple was granted bail, and Cox's bail is now set at $8,000, her husband $5,000. The couple pleading not guilty to charges of stealing by reason of service when they appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Ansela Evans. They were granted bail, with Cox's bail set at $8,000, as we said, her husband at $5,000. They're due back in court on October 7th. They're expected to receive a trial date. It's a story we are continuing to follow.
They take 37,000 and they bail only 5. I'm trying to figure out what it. Maybe it was
$28,000. Where y'all was going?
Maybe it was 5,000 at first and then 28,000 the second time.
My friend.
But I'm saying maybe it was like a group.
My friend.
Family. European,
they was flying
Alaskan
on the back of an Eagle
cruise. I know, I was.
Or y'all was going on like a rocket spaceship to the moon. Come on.
I would hate to think at 58 and 74 y'all stealing. I hope this is a misunderstanding.
And this boy is a Cox. He's Auckland's man. Auckland's fellas don't need the thief no money. We got money like the lady Matilda got smoke.
Give me some, please.
I can tell you how to get it.
I
can tell you how to get it.
You around here trying to get Ulysses to steal for you.
I just want to help you, Alicia, with the bill. What I'm saying to you is, first, something in the milky ain't clean. Man, where y'all pay these people $28,000 to go?
I know. Some trips is cost that. I know you don't got it like that. Some people is fly first class. First class tickets could be, depending on where you going, $10,000, $15,000.
And you just
right?
travel first class and you just go through the bishop and his wife? I want you to stop it. It could have been, it could have been a family cruise. A family cruise could run you around $28,000 for tickets, hotel, for the cruise ship. That could have been no. People who just take them kind of
It could have been a family cruise.
Your first one ain't gonna be that one, right? Your first one ain't gonna be the $28,000 one.
No. It's a family cruise, so let's just say it's 12 people.
That's my
Each
point.
of them pay their $2,000. That include the ticket to get to where they have to go. It might include the hotel stay in Florida or wherever for the one night. The bus to get to the port.
You don't want to give it to Carnival. You don't want to give it to American.
Yeah, because some people don't want to go through all of that. Listen, even little me, when I book in my tickets online, I just triple check and quadruple check because I want to make sure I get the date right. That'll stress me out. So
This
imagine
fella
me doing that
even
for a family of 12.
He even in a whole pastor. He's an associate pastor. You assume.
Nah, I wasn't trusting those 74-year-olds with nothing with the internet now.
This Jesus ready to come back for this man. I'm not giving him no $28,000.
Well, it sounds like they give it to the wife. The wife owned the travel concierge business.
My friend, boy, good luck with your money. Because,
I'm trying to blame the victim, but I just sometimes just hear stories and
some
you
of these
just
things
be like,
don't make sense. You just have 28 random $1,000 sitting
so
there.
they had a kitchen rental to complete. Y'all think me.
Right? You take your random $28,000 and you say, boy, you know what's the best thing for me to do?
I try to help them out. I'm saying if it was a family vacation, $28,000, a family cruise, $28,000 makes sense.
Most times you go on your first family cruise, you're going on the little 3-day Miami one, right?
That 3-day, first of all, it's a week, right?
No, they have a 3-day cruise.
No, that'll be 5 days. That 5-day one is one is come here. Then you go to Cayman.
Right.
You go to Belize.
Right.
You go to Rotan.
Right, they usually do the little 3-day
You go to
one,
Rotan or whatever.
and you come back. That ain't your face.
What I'm saying is that
one.
Right, but if it's a family, right?
And just that makes the story even worse. So what you're trying to tell me is, your mommy come and say, oh, Sonny baby, child, Reverend don't know nothing Cox, and his wife. Child, they say they can book us some ticket on a cruise ship. You telling me
She have an agency.
See, this is boy, she in destinations. I know what destinations is.
You see, the last people who had an agency, they just catch that woman from 30 years ago. Remember her?
Yeah.
And they catch her coming through Turks or something. She take all y'all money and go on and disappear. Y'all stop giving these people y'all money.
And $28,000.
Plus
you just have
$5,000, so that's
$28,000 that you don't have
32, 28, 29,
See, but
30,
you could spend.
31, 32.
All right, watch this.
$32,000.
If you ever bought a car, like if you ever brought in a car, right? I can understand you send $5,000 somewhere and you ain't sure who getting it. If you've ever bought a car before, you've done that, right? I just can't understand me getting up off my back pocket for $28,000.
And you can't even.
Could y'all please provide me of a copy of the? I want to see what the receipt look like.
You can't even ting them because they too old, man. You can't even,
Man, Shanta, please come for this story. Please, I want you to send one of the car with the light on it.
You
Ting them like how?
Ting them because they too old, man.
And it'll be so sad.
Because you ting them, they might have a heart attack.
The Angel of Jet already probably looking for this fella. He's 74. So I'm saying to you, right? It ain't make no sense you waste that one. You must just wait on time to come collect him. But Jesus wept.
In any event, y'all please, let's
oh boy.
say when you're old and teeth the quarters give you a break, I guess.
Y'all is fine. Anything to do with money. Y'all know children starving in the world.
They wanted to go on a vacation. Now stop it. They didn't say how old the people is.
Well,
It could have been Beulah made them from the church who the same age. They could have all been in church. They could have been swinging.
Now you
Beulah
gotta
made
leave
them
your church.
out of they.
Now you got to leave your church because you can't come here and see associate pastor.
No, associate pastor got to get fired at this point.
No, I need associate pastor. He can't just get fired like that.
Anyway,
Oh,
in a
boy.
story that I don't even understand why people were shocked when they read it, because I did a story on this many moons ago when I was a reporter. And before then, there were more stories on this. I don't know if we just keep forgetting or what, but apparently Bahamas Power and Light, they paying their employees big time money overtime, which we knew. And I'm gonna pull up some of the old stories. I think Levin has one.
Yeah.
I had one. These go all the way back to when Leslie
2012.
Miller was chairman of BPL and Briv was minister of works. You could find stories where they was talking about how much money they were spending on overtime. As a matter of fact, I am pretty sure I remember that they were trying to get them to work shifts.
Right.
Because currently that's not the way that it goes.
They
all go to work.
It apparently in 2013.
They all go to work the same time, and if something happens, then they get paid overtime. And I remember at that time it was some exorbitant figure. It was so high that they was like, no, we can't be paying these people these things. We got to put people on shifts. So maybe some people come 9 to 5, maybe some people come 10 to 6, maybe some people come 12 to 8. That's where you don't have to pay overtime. The people just work their shift. The union said, absolutely not. It's not happening. And as a matter of fact, I think they threatened to work to rule. I think they started doing work to rule and saying that they wasn't going to work overtime no more. And if your light go off, you're screwed. And so I think it just ended up not going anywhere.
And then I think an election didn't happen shortly after, but I think they kind of rode that for the 5-year period almost straight into the election, which ushered in the ministerial.
Yeah.
And they didn't fix it then either.
So I don't know. So I honestly don't know why people are surprised by this story, but I will read it. So apparently 3 employees in one department collected more than $600,000 in overtime in 1 year. So internal records show that 2 of them, so one of them, this is in 1 year. 1 year. This isn't their salary, love. This is overtime. $265,551.83. The other one got $217,729.70. And the other one got $118,013.63. So the annual base salaries of these people were between $78,000 and $56,000. Y'all realize people at BPL base salaries are more than what government is getting paid.
So you're making about $9,000 a month in overtime.
$78,000. These are line workers, and I'm not saying that they don't deserve a salary of $70,000 or whatever. I'm just saying, usually when you hear numbers like that, you think about bonuses that were given out for executives.
Yeah. They also playing with current, though, so.
They what?
They playing with current.
Yeah, but
And current is an invisible snake.
Yes.
It will bite you. You just don't know when.
But anyway, so the employee who got the $217,000 was paid $26,000 in October in overtime, $24,000 in February, and then $25,000 in April. I have some questions.
Yeah.
Because what I want to know is, one, how much is overtime? No, how much is overtime per hour? Because if your base salary is $50,000, how you making? Huh?
I thought you
one was 70, one was 50.
Okay, so let's just say you make
We don't know what the other one was. They say one was 70 and one was 50.
a year divided by 12. What am I doing? 70,000.
Hold on, and that ain't even it. One overtime record shows that employee worked 18 hours on Christmas Day, 24 hours the day after, 24 hours the next day, and 24 hours the next day. This person worked 90 hours in 4 days.
Mm-hmm. He sleep the week. That's my question. When you go home?
90 hours in 4.
So you make about $1,500 a week, $1,458 a week, right? So if you broke that down into 5 days, you would end up with, divided by 5 days, you would end up with $291 a day. If you divided that by 8 hours, you would make $36.45 an hour. If you then times that by 1.5, which is what I assume overtime is, you make $54 an hour. So at $54, let's just say 55 because it's $54.68, right? So $55 says, what'd you say it was 180,000?
For what?
With the 180,000.
None of them got 180.
How much
was
was it?
217, 265.
And one something.
And hold on. Come on, man. 217, 118, 265.
118. 118,000?
$118, $13.63.
$118,000, $13.63, right? And when you divide that by $55, that would mean you work 2,145 hours of overtime.
So what's happening is, if y'all don't know, like I was saying earlier, is they don't work like a shift system. You know,
that would mean you work overtime for 89
Everybody
days.
comes to work at the same time. So if there is an emergency and something happens, that is considered overtime because there's no shift system. This could never work in any private organization. They would definitely have people rotating and on shifts. Even in the newsroom, we used to have to work on shifts because things happen after hours. A lot of things happen after hours. So some people will come on the late shift. Some people will work the morning. Because you can't have everybody working the same shift because you would have to pay somebody. Right, so you have to pay somebody. I have never heard of any organization other than government organizations in the Bahamas that everybody comes to work at the same time.
Because they come to work when they ain't no work.
And
then if something... everybody going home. Yeah, you know where else I think that's very curious? You know, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force runs a 9-to-5 shift, and I've told them from I was a Marine seaman that makes no sense to me. But somehow, in their infinite wisdom, they continue to. But the point I'm making is, as you flex these things, as these things grow, you have to actually adjust them. And we can't seem to, in this country, realize that this is not, like, you can't run a country 9 to 5.
Now, I will say this. I have no problem if you actually worked these hours getting paid whatever it is that you get paid.
You work 89 days of overtime?
They said this man worked 90 hours in 3 days?
And
in 4 days?
And I divided that by a 24-hour clock. So if you work a 24-hour rotation, you would have to work 89 24-hour rotations to reach that amount.
Can I finish my sentence?
Go ahead.
I don't mind you getting paid overtime if you're actually putting in the work. But you gotta make it make sense. You can't tell me you work 24 hours for 3 days straight. Like, nobody in the accounts department was like, y'all don't have a human resource department because aren't there a certain amount of hours if these are people who playing with electricity, right? This is a dangerous job. You want somebody to go
who ain't sleeping 3 days.
Who ain't sleeping 3 days to go up there to be a liability?
No wonder the things is blow up.
I'm just saying, make it make sense. It does not make sense to me. And how is your overtime 3 times your salary?
So what I think we should do is let's play the story, and then
this is the response that we have from the union president, who said this is just a distraction.
It's a red herring, yeah.
They want to distract y'all from what's really going on.
From the fact that they get $8 million a month.
This is a distraction.
They don't talk that.
Yes, this is what he had to say.
Well, to me, it's just an outright distraction from the failed policies and these third-party contracts that Ms. Alston, the chair lady, had given to all of these various companies that are failing the Bahamian people. So you're trying to look into BPL to create a distraction from all the failure and the Bahamian people suffering from massive power outages at the hands of Bahamas Grid Company, not BPL. BPL is no longer in charge of the transmission and distribution of the power. It is in the hands of BGC, who receives some $8 million plus of the taxpayer money, plus receiving help from BPL, as we have to use all of our, we gave them over, I heard, $100 million in supplies, plus all of our inventory, and we're still assisting with training and helping, all at the cost of BPL, to a failed entity that has yet to deliver on what it promised the Bahamian people over 2 years ago. And so instead of focusing on that, she's trying to distract from the suffering of the people in the West, from suffering the people in the East.
Now, this is why I cannot agree with him. I like Kai, but I cannot agree with you with that. And the reason why is because that money adds up, right? And that is money that is coming from our pockets, right? That is money that can be used for the solar that we need, or the LNG that they trying to buy, or whatever. That's money that could have been used to try and maybe, what you call it, hedge some of this gas so we wouldn't have to pay so much on our fuel bill. Like, this is money that we are paying. This is our money that we paying with this $3,000 light bill y'all sending us every month. So it kind of is our business that they doing this, because doesn't the government also have to subsidize BPL as well?
I think they run a little subsidy.
We have to give them little, on top of the fact that they don't make no money, we have to give them more money, and then y'all spending $20 million a year in overtime.
Yeah. So you want to hear something that's interesting?
Go.
I did a small ChatGPT, run of the gamut of this, right? And I asked, what was the position?
What is this, chatbot?
A ChatGPT run of the gamut. Yeah, so I asked about what was the executive chairman's position in 2012 on overtime, right? And this is if you're meaning Leslie Miller. Leslie Miller strongly opposed what he considered excessive overtime at BEC.
I remember this.
And his position was essentially that the corporation should reorganize staffing into shifts and rosters to hire additional workers.
And you see what they did? They say absolutely not, and they went on strike.
Correct. So in August of 2012, Miller said BEC was paying then more than $1 million a month in overtime.
But we paying more than that now, because the government released a statement that say nearly
and that
$20
overtime
million.
was $12 million annually. Right? He said that represented 1/3 of payroll costs and proposed implementing a shift system.
And they
he
said
argued that there was essentially two ways to reduce the overtime, which was to employ more Bahamians or reorganize the operations at the corporation. In
And the
January of
union
2013,
said, no.
Miller went further to criticize the situations where individual employees accumulated, watch this, overtime that he cited that some employees had received $421,361.66. This is a single employee.
I remember this. That's why I'm not shocked by this story.
Yeah, he specifically said that the attempts to introduce flexi time and shifts had met resistance, watch this, from the employees and the union. Now,
of course it will. You think I'm giving up my $400,000 a year in overtime?
I don't. $400,000 in overtime is interesting. What was also interesting in my little run of the gamut over here was that the unions argued that, what are they saying? The unions argued that to not run overtime was outside of the way BEC runs.
Well, you know why? The little birdie them say the people that are making the money is.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Well, you got to grease to something.
They say the person making the most money is the.
Yeah.
So I mean.
So let me quote it. It says, interestingly, the union's position was substantially different. The BEWU, that's thing of them, argued that overtime was inherent. See what the word inherent means.
Boy.
That means we can't go around it. That is impossible because it's higher humans.
No, now I will say this. Overtime in corporations like, I would say BPL, water and sewage, cable them, but they ain't really government, so I don't really care about them. A majority of things would happen happens at night, eh? Little lamp pole accident, little
Sure.
somebody run into this. So overtime is something that is going to happen.
Sure.
Which is why people were saying work a shift system. Because then you wouldn't have to pay someone overtime because that is their shift. They work in the 10 to 2 or whatever it
Right.
is. And so that is their shift. So you wouldn't have to pay them overtime. I'm not trying to take nobody out, but I don't know if I want somebody working on the pole who just worked 90 hours in 4 days.
So here's the question. Based on the numbers we see by ChatGPT.
Working on the pole. Y'all play football.
Ah, boy. Based on the numbers that we see in 2013, it appears as though the condition is getting better.
Yeah, no, it's what? Well,
it can't be worse than if this fella carry on $461,000.
No. It's not. It is worse because, and there's a statement. So the government released a statement on the overtime policy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm saying to you, if a single person
No, I'm
made
going to tell you how it's not better.
Okay.
Because back then they was only doing $1 million a month in overtime. $1 million a month is $12 million.
$12 million.
We almost doubled that. So it's not better. They just ain't find the person yet who making the 400,000. They only could have find the 200,000 person.
Yeah.
400,000 person.
He hiding.
That coming tomorrow. Did my mic just drop off?
I know some Jessica. I working with him. He probably got E1 coming through the back way. I'm just saying, like.
Oh no, it didn't.
If a fella could make 420, and guess what his base salary was?
Can you see my mic?
I feel like it's on.
Can you see it?
No, I cannot.
Where it is?
There it is, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You know what's crazy? The fella who was making this as overtime at the time, guess what his base salary was?
What?
$49,547.
But still ain't bad, you know. That's not a bad
What you
salary.
mean? He was almost making 10
No,
times.
I said that's not a bad salary. $50,000 as a line staff is not a bad salary.
Fantastic. Until you consider the fact that his overtime is 9 times his salary.
Yeah.
I say 9.
Yeah, I won't go work there.
No, not like 2 times or 3. 9.
I could climb a pole too, you know.
At 2 o'clock in the morning?
That's the best time. You get the best tips at 2.
Sometimes they're greasy. You have to be careful with them.
You grease them on purpose.
Climbing?
The poles?
Allegedly.
We'll be back, y'all. We'll give you all the government statement and open up the phone lines when we come back.
Nassau on all family islands. Get ready on Saturday, November 7th when The Secret Production presents Culture Shock 2026, starring The Fireman, Campbellton, The Cultural Warrior Sizzler,
Dry cry, even tears, even my heart cry.
and Anthony B. Saturday, November 7th at the Nassau Cruiseport Amphitheater. For Skybox inquiries, call 242-552-7505. Get your tickets now.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe Wallet, or even Sand Dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good luck!
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
And I'm Sani Brown, Elder Sani on the poll for her apostle after prayer meeting. Woman of virtue behavior. They work on the polls. That's what we were talking about, working on the polls.
At 2 in the morning.
That's what time they work on the polls.
According to you, it's the best time.
I'm just saying. Anyway, let me give you all the statement that the government sent. I don't know why they sent this statement like they're so shocked that this is happening. We knew this was happening from 2012.
From God make the day.
I do not understand, but this is what they had to say. Over the past several months, the governor of the Bahamas, through the board and executive leadership of Bahamas Power and Light, has engaged the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union, the Bahamas Electrical Utility Managerial Unit, and other relevant stakeholders for the need for more transparent, accountable, and sustainable overtime system. So they say we've been trying to talk to them about this for months. The government recognizes that overtime is sometimes necessary to maintain reliable electricity service, respond to emergencies, and protect public safety. However, an overtime bill approaching $20 million annually is unsustainable and unacceptable. It places an unreasonable burden on BPL's finances and ultimately on the Bahamian people. We got to pay for this. So we paying this extraordinary bill and we paying an extraordinary overtime bill. The reform is not intended to prevent legitimate overtime or to deny employees compensation that is improved. Its purpose is to ensure that overtime is necessary, fairly allocated, properly authorized, and fully documented. And to make sure that one person ain't taking home $400,000.
$400,000.
Because why we couldn't spread that out between me and Levin?
Hold on.
Levin get $50,000, Sani get $50,000, Castro get $50,000, Che get $50,000, everybody get $50,000. Why only Levin gotta work 90 hours? I can't have overtime. I have children I have to take care of too.
Only Levin know where the switch is.
So whoever it is that assigning people to overtime, they need to check who that person is. Because I know one thing. I would have been giving them a little something to make sure that I always stay on overtime.
You can't say that.
Sorry.
You can't say that. You can't.
Levin, you want to make this 100,000? I can need one little 20.
That's extortion.
That's probably what happening.
Oh boy.
Allegedly. Because why? That makes sense. Why are 3 people getting all that money in overtime? How many employees do they have?
How
many employees do they have? That's all I'm saying. Why isn't it spread out? If it was spread out, I would have understood a little bit more.
They
you understand?
Because they ain't got enough human to go to
If they have more than 3 people.
Well, lot of 3
people took home $600,000. 3 people. That could have spread out between other people. As a matter of fact, they could have hired people with that $600,000.
You could almost open up another department. You could actually.
And I'm not trying to take anything out anyone's mouth, but if it's that dire.
But what the union leaders saying, yeah, but BGC getting $8 million. Nobody talking about that.
Yeah, but see, the problem is y'all. Hold on. Let me read
he
what
said. We give y'all all the truck. We give y'all all the.
He said BGC can't keep the light on. BGC is the one responsible for keeping the light on, right? So my question is, so if they're responsible for that, what y'all doing then for the overtime?
Them why is.
What they doing for the overtime?
Generation.
Because BGC is the trucks that I see park up with the men doing the digging and the stuff.
BGC on transmission and distribution.
So what they doing for the overtime?
Generation.
So they generation don't happen, digging up the
No,
holes.
but someone got to keep. So when BGC connect the wire, if the engine off, ain't no power coming. We here making sure the engine on.
So y'all standing there saying, okay.
So when BGC say, man, I ain't got no power, my job is to say, well, my brother, I standing right next to the engine, it running. BGC cut another wire. BGC, I still ain't got no power. He say, I tell you the last time you called me, I stand. Hold on, let me put the engine on the phone.
Someone say, playing with 1 hour wire for 3 hours. Listen, I'm being serious. I wouldn't mind paying the overtime if it was spread out amongst many people. But what is so special about these 3 people that only them was getting overtime? You know what it is for you to work. They say this man, I assume it's a man. This person, let me say person. This person worked 17 hours on Christmas Day, 24 hours the day after, 24 hours the day after, and 24 hours the day after. Nobody else wanted to work.
Well, I tell you one thing. He might have plenty overtime money, but at that rate, he probably don't have no more wife.
No, whether you bring me home $200,000, baby, you could work all those days. He buy a house for Christmas.
When did he stop to open the Christmas presents?
Yeah. Anyway, so this is what they're saying. So now he's saying that, okay, y'all have a problem with our overtime. They ain't working overtime no more. This is what they did a couple years ago. This is what they did the last time when they brought this up. They say, we only going to work the rule. We're going to work on 9 to 5. We ain't working after that since y'all don't want to pay us. It's not about wanting to pay. You have to make it make sense. I don't think anybody would be mad if the $600,000 bill in overtime was spread out between 20 people.
30 people, sure.
Right? Because we know there have been a lot of outages.
One of my subject matter experts on the thing is telling me that if you just simply put it down to hourly rates and hourly pay, etc., it could sound exorbitant.
They ain't doing that either.
But what they're telling me, what I'm understanding in the win is, if you consider call-out days, sick days, holidays like Christmas, the rate changing, etc., from 1.5 in some instances to 2.5.
Tell that person who worked at BPL, who trying to explain it away, that you cannot explain to me how someone's salary is $50,000 and they make $400-something thousand a year in overtime.
Because the Lord passed
Tell that BPL person. I mean, we could be friends if I could get some of that coin.
No, because that makes you don't know how to don't be a criminal. Now you are accessory to the extortion.
That's okay. I probably would have been extorting if I was the accountant.
You can't say that.
Oh.
You can't say that.
Put me in charge of being the person who is, what you call the person?
I know the commissioner of police just record this show every day.
What you call the people who's geared over the manager? I want to be the manager. You know what that is? When I have control over who gonna make what?
Commissioner, you might want to record this piece.
You leaving you on work Christmas Day? Well, give me a little something.
You could go to jail. You
Why?
going to jail.
Why would I go to jail?
Because
you make $400,000 and you give me $50,000 of that.
And that's just what they did lock up the last set of people for the last time.
That's okay. Nobody was gonna find out. Anyway, so this is what the government said they doing. So the approved overtime policy introduces important checks and balances, including prior approval for planned overtime. Now, I don't know if that makes sense, because usually when overtime is an emergency, you can't tell.
We already know that ain't gonna wait.
You don't gonna know when Pookie gonna run into the lamp pole in the middle of the night, or when the thing gonna blow up. Right. So I know planned overtime.
Plus, I need to know if I wake in overtime.
But then, hold on, there is planned overtime, because they do say when they send out these releases that they're gonna turn places off between this hour in order to do some planned work. So there is some planned overtime. So that could work.
We already know it don't work because it don't work for the nurses. You forget this, the nurses' exact problem?
And they say I will be going to jail happy. 2 levels of authorization for overtime. So it ain't just going to be Sonny no more. It's Sonny and leaving.
This is about to be...
Then, let me finish. Supporting reports and documents. So you can't just... Now they got ask for video too. I want to see the video of y'all out there working.
This is not gonna work.
They said accurate clock in, clock out, and timekeeping requirements. Now, I know that they have, because some place that I used to work, when I used to work weird hours, tried to say they were going to do a manual clocking thing on your phone, an app thing, where when you reach, you had to put it in and put it out, and if you don't do it, they don't pay you. So I know there are ways that they could, because if there's an emergency and you're home...
Yeah, but my phone could be the way, but I mean either way.
Yeah, but if it's an emergency and you home, you ain't going to BPL to go clock in to then go to the emergency. So how do you know what time I reach on the scene?
All I'm saying is this exact procedure exists today for the nurses. I don't know if you remember a couple months ago, the nurses was ready to burn the hospital down. I suspect that this is going to lead to great frustration, and I can't wait to watch it fail so that people could try to come up with something that makes some sense. All right? These are companies we're talking about. Why are companies not creating some sort of a formula to not have themselves fleeced by employees? Bewilders me.
In any event,
you can't run a company like this nowhere else in the world.
This what else they say. Monthly reviews of overtime expenditure.
That's also not going to work.
I am absolutely bewildered that this isn't what's happening now. So when there's
It's also not going to work. When are they going to do it?
annually? What do you mean? They have accountants. Please stop.
The accounts, I'm saying to you, they are saying that they're putting in a special.
Listen, when Latrell sent out that statement the other day, when the people was like, where all this money going for consultants, and they said they were spending, what the exorbitant amount of money is, they said they were spending on the consultants when the half of them come out. And Latrell put out that statement, and Latrell say, hey, they consultants, but they're Bahamians. The biggest expenditure on that was what? Accountants. We paying them millions of dollars now. Let one of them go right to BPL and oversee.
There should already be an accounts department. What it sounds like they're doing is saying, we are going to create another set of fellas.
That ain't what they say. They just said monthly reviews. All they have to do is make sure the accounts
department should be doing that now is my point.
Exactly. And I'm not saying, they're not saying that another department is going to come in and do it. They're saying, you just give me that. That's all. You already work there. Now do it monthly.
Okay.
What's wrong with saying that?
No, listen what I'm asking you. The accounts department is probably doing this now.
Can't be if they ain't getting monthly checks. If I have to type this, that means they ain't doing it. They're probably doing it annually.
So what they was doing?
Taking
Just
money out.
pay people $400,000?
Paying people for. You know what it is? If I work in accounts and I get my bachelor's or my master's degree in accounting, and when I watch somebody make $400,000, I'm trying to be an electrician tomorrow. I was gonna quit. People have been like, well, why Sandy is an electrician? Y'all can see when I build my house next year why I was an electrician. But anyway, overtime caps and management reviews. A clear link between approved work programs and overtime hours, fatigue protections, requiring relief planning after 12 hours and a maximum of 16 hours. Because they say the man worked 24 hours for 3 days.
And this ain't harder to do than just setting up a shift rotation?
But my question is, what y'all doing now? Y'all just to say, yeah, Levy been working 90 hours and we just gonna send him back out there? Did you sleep? Did you eat? Did you bed?
And just like the wind is now, the wind is telling me that there's already a clocking system in place. This is the question: what on this paper?
Tell this BPL person, they making the $207,000 in.
No.
Anyway, so they say a maximum of 16 continuing working hours and mandatory rest before an employee resumes duty. Listen, I ain't trying to take no money out of nobody's mouth, but at least spread it out, make it look good. That's why people is getting in trouble. If y'all had say this 600,000 was spread between several employees, ain't nobody was gonna be mad. But people mad because this 600,000 was only 3 people.
But why are people like? Why is our memory span so short?
No, a lot of people wasn't around back then. And remember now, social media wasn't as popular as it was then. So the story might have been in the paper, but they may not have read it. It wasn't as popular. So a lot of people for the first time are finding out.
But do you assume those people remember the days of the blackout?
Probably.
Would you agree that they remembered the blackout days? Because blackout was the boys under Leslie.
Yes and no, but I mean, it's still shocking to know. You know, it's still. We gotta open up the phone lines. You know, every day is just go.
Okay.
Also want to.
What that was?
I was gonna read the shout outs.
Oh. Okay.
Shout out to OPM Elite Protocol Officer, Mr. Ricardo Moss. Shout out to him. Happy birthday to Castro's nieces, Paris A. Lightburn and Tamaya A. Benaby. Happy birthday, beautiful ladies. You have photos? No photos.
All right.
You have a shout out.
I do have a shout out. That is to the best bingo twins in the Bahamas. They have this little bingo get together, my friend. You got to come to one of these. This is be a big to-do month. The biggest bingo bashman in the whole Bahamas. And they are twin sisters. They celebrate their birthday today. That is Miss Carlos Williams and Miss Kayla Brown.
Happy, beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. What day? Just so we can play the number.
Man, you ain't want me to say that on the TV. They old enough to have big time bingo game. You should come to one of their bingo games. Listen to me. It is a
Alright.
special occasion.
Happy birthday, beautiful ladies. Open up the phone lines. Go. That's your job.
323-777-569-807.
Every time you say 7, it does something to my spirit.
7?
You say it like 777. Like your 7 is very sassy.
That makes no sense.
Say 7.
7.
Say 777.
Hello, caller.
No. Say 777.
Huh?
Anyway, let me read some of the comments. For this day, BPL and the prison officer get conquered today. No, BPL don't get conquered today. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had a donkey, I would have ride it too. I was gonna make my $200,000 a year. You can't take the money back from me. The only thing you could do, I didn't make my money. The only thing you could do now is try and take a little bit of what I was going to make. So, I mean, these people...
461,000 is what they was doing.
Say in the U.S. they was going to jail and their families, and they was going to take, the U.S. was going to seize all their assets that they thought that they used with that money. All them house.
You said they just didn't find the $400,000 boy
They
yet.
ain't find him yet. He coming out soon. I already telling you. I tell you one thing. He coming soon. Someone on the line. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Sonny. Good afternoon, Levin.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm well. You can call me the Bellman. I'm still advocating for the bell, Levin.
Listen, the bell, like help and hope, the bell is on its way.
Thank you. I listen every day for the bell.
That bell ain't coming back.
Please, Miss Sonny, I beg begging, man, please.
Please, Miss Sonny.
Now, listen.
Yes, sir.
One of the reasons I call is you all mentioned the Higgs matter earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I surprised Mr. Levin didn't give Sonny the interesting twist at the end. The day of his suicide, he sent, or not sent, but a letter of his suicide letter was read by a talk show host. Remember that, Mr. Levin?
Yes, a talk show host who ended up in
talk
prison, eh?
show, the police wanted to know where you get this letter from. And the talk show host, who is the late Mr. Obi Wilskam, went to the calaboose.
Yeah, Obi went to
So,
the calaboose for 20 days, eh?
so my question is to Ms.
We
Sonny.
need to help people write these stories, man.
Sonny, will you, to protect the father state and to protect your source, go to the calaboose?
Oh, no, I was going to call the name right away. From the police come, I was going to say it was this person who gave it to me. Go to jail?
Wow, I
Absolutely
can't
not.
give you the information there.
That's fine. I ain't going to jail for you, sir. I ain't going to jail for
That's what you
myself.
go to there for the story. What they read about me?
I don't care, but no story that much. I ain't going to jail. They don't have good bath products and stuff in there.
All the father state do for you, you wouldn't go to jail for
I
that?
can tell you that.
Not a lash tech in there, not a hairdresser in there, not a nail tech is in there.
They got plenty to see, though.
That's the only thing they have in there to see. And I don't like that much.
I need the bell.
So
All right,
we can
buddy.
think about it.
Alrighty.
All right. Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Miss Sonny.
Hey.
Brother Levon.
Hey, buddy.
2 things. Anytime you stick with Omo, Chomo will always look out for you. Congratulations, man. But let me say something about this BPL gentleman.
Where you going?
This man who worked for this 24 hours, 3 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
They need to clone him. They got to keep him. Don't ever let him dead. Because if you could stay up for 24 hours for 3 days,
Mm-hmm. And
ain't much in the world could do that.
And 17 the day before.
He like a cyborg.
But ain't much in the world could do it. But
Sorry,
what
18
I think,
the day before.
What BPL needs to do is set them up on an 8-hour shift. Something like the police them.
They say they ain't doing it.
You work 8 to 12. The next one work 12 to 8. The next one work 8 to 4.
Yeah,
so you ain't got to worry about overtime.
They
You always
tried
have
that
people on
at-
staff.
they
But
tried
you always
that
get somebody there to lock you up.
They tried that a decade ago and it
high do
didn't
you-
work.
The question I now have is, how high do you go in the hierarchy to approve overtime? Like a manager's approving this
But for
overtime?
a gentleman,
Now 2 people have to approve the overtime.
but for a man paycheck to be $5,000 and make $20,000 overtime the same month, he might as well let them go to work and just continue working overtime.
I wonder if he
Going
married.
on the real job to make those sense.
If he married, if he looking for a little thing. I might not be young no more, but you know.
Well, hey, it depends. You're young to the old.
Excuse you?
I'm doing the best I can.
I still look young.
Well, so you feel.
I'm young enough to spend that $400,000.
You know something? You can go. You just keep trying to be part of this crime, boy. I mean, you don't like do a trial 1 week in jail?
Oh, to Esso with the lowest gas, $6.60. Vasco on East Street and Soldier Road. Y'all go get your gas. Leave a little something there for me. Can I ask that, or I can go to jail for that
no,
too?
you could ask for that.
Leave a little something on the pump in my name, Sonny. The man will tell you all I drive a bus.
A war tanker. She's driving a battleship.
Listen to me. At $50 don't even, I mean, I can't go from here to there, $50.
Yeah.
You know, need a little something at the pump for me. But shout out to Vasco. Esso has the lowest gas. But specifically, go to the one on East Street.
So I understand that approvals are already required for overtime. They are.
Yeah,
already,
they say 2 people have to do
They
it.
are already accounting this accounting.
They say 2 people have to now
So
approve.
somebody said that they think there's a rat at the top.
They say 2 people now have to.
But
whoever
Sonny,
this BPL person is, I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Don't ask me nothing.
The winners tell me things.
The
I have a
win
question.
is lying to you. We have more things to talk about. What?
I only have one question, right? If the fella giving you $260K, you don't think you could pay 2 people off?
That's how I get.
That's my point. So
No.
I'm saying to you, 2 people approving it. All I mean is 10 for you and 10.
No, because you can't you can't buy everybody off.
But if all you need is 2.
No, what I'm saying is everybody cannot be bought. I could buy leave it. Well, I know one thing. You could buy me for you whatever it is. You offer me the $50,000 a year, approved. Right? But then you might have like an Obadiah who got in jail for the people for 20 years who would say there's no amount of money.
Yeah.
So it's less likely with 2 people.
You know, you still get up in jail for taking the money, right? You might still be.
You ain't know I take that money.
Until
I ain't putting no money in no bank. You ain't know I take that money.
Until you see the fellow who you take the money from come to court in a coat suit and a Kentucky.
I could be like friend them. Remember friend? Remember friend with the shingles?
Yeah.
Friend never get catch with no money.
And he never talked, but now.
And he never talked with no money.
Yeah, he say, I don't know why this boy keep bringing money here.
See, y'all see, this is why you do court and you listen to court stories and you find ways.
Somebody
Friend
say I ask for money?
Me? Friend said we had conversations about shingles.
I don't even like money. Money? What you do with that?
Friend never got caught. Somebody else was doing it, but it was never me. So how you could catch me giving me that money?
I tell you what could hurt you. When you see the fellow who you get the money from, you say this boy never put on a coat suit in his life.
But see, I tell you, I'm smarter than that.
You all of a sudden, you notice he pull up in a red plate. You say, now, hold on. What all y'all say y'all wanted to know from me?
Say, Sonny, I thought reporters took the oath. No. We no doctors or no lawyers. We ain't taking no oath. I snitching. It was this person that did. You think you sending me to jail? You know what in jail? Roach and rat. Anger. So if you don't want me snitch, don't do nothing in front of me or pay me off.
You still go to jail for that?
Not the way that I do it.
Oh, boy.
Nobody never tried to pay me off.
Shanta, please come for this one.
Nobody even tried bribery during the election. I was so hurt with that.
They can look at you and see they can go to jail. They probably won't give you a bribe so bad. They probably say, well, I want bribes, Sonny,
Ain't nobody
boy, we end up in jail.
Ain't nobody even bribed me. I mean, all these people get $800 wrap up in their shirt. I didn't even get a shirt.
Oh, boy.
No, I lied. Think I'm giving me a shirt.
Who?
F&M lady.
There was the $100 in it?
No, it was
It
was a really nice shirt though.
Did you shake it out?
No, she had nice collared shirts.
$100 probably still in the pocket.
Yeah,
Go home,
she
check
had-
today, and come back and tell me.
No man, she had nice.
Oh,
she
boy.
had nice shirts. Don't forget, guys. Before we are still looking for a co-host because we might be looking for 2. Because according to this one, I go into jail.
You go into jail.
I go into jail. But we are still looking for a co-host. The deadline is this Friday, August 14th. We're looking for someone to be able to sit up here and do what we do on a daily basis. We're not looking for the next Leave-In. We're not looking for the next Sonny. We're looking for the next you. So just be yourself, be personable, be knowledgeable, be a little funny. Leave-In say you have to be cute.
You have to not have a radio face.
Okay. Be able to open up and talk about yourself, like how,
And tell us about your exploits that will take you to prison. I never meet somebody who won't go to jail this bad in my life.
Not you driving around with no light.
You don't go to jail for that?
Anyway.
You do go to jail for extortion.
Yes, you
participation
do
in
go to jail
extortion.
for that. Scan the barcode and submit your application. A part of the application is a 60-second video. So we want you to kind of tell us a little bit about yourself or why you deserve this job. Or talk about something like this BPL story. How would you handle it if you were here, sitting up here? Or if you would snitch on someone or not to go to jail. These would be nice things.
I know one thing.
to talk about in the little 60-second video. Send it in. We just want to make sure, and what we're going to do is we're going to let our nationers be able to choose. We'll be a part of the choice of who's going to be able to sit here. So we're going to let them come sit on the desk with Levin and I for one day, see if they can handle us together and kind of get a feel for how things work with us, Shay and Castro. Then the next day, it'll just be me and them because, it can be a little overwhelming with both Levin and I here. And then we do want to see the chemistry between me and whoever the person is. Doesn't have to be a man, doesn't have to be a woman. Whoever. You do not have to be professional. You could be...
You have to be professional. You just don't have to be a professional broadcaster.
You don't have to be professional. Some would say you're not
Y'all ain't rolling the credits yet, eh?
Some would say you are not professional.
Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, some people...
Yet you is the one on the TV every day God send. When you ain't trying to admit to a crime...
What crime did I ever admit to?
You're trying to procure prescription drugs without a prescription.
I never said I didn't have a prescription.
Oh, boy. Then you're trying to bait people into bribing you.
I don't work to BPL. Ain't nobody could bribe me. I'm just saying, if I did work to BPL, I was probably bribable.
You myself don't even drive your car. You myself just walk right over the hill. You know, see you right there, right?
Anyway, a special congratulations goes out to Zachary Hepburn on receiving 3 A's, 2 B's, and 1 C on his BJCs. And he finished 8th grade with a 3.74 GPA. Congratulations, Zachary, and to your parents, because clearly they're good parents if they pushed you in to be a 3.74 GPA student with your 3 A's and your 2 B's. You can remember what you got in your BJCs?
Yeah, BJC? Yeah, 3 B's and 3 C's.
Boy, I can't remember.
Yeah.
You took 6? I think I took 5. I cannot remember. I remember my BGCSEs.
Yeah, I got English, math, religious, geography, history, general science.
I'm trying to remember. I cannot remember. I mean, I had to pass them, but I can't remember.
Yeah. You could just get a printout with a little building right down our
What I need that for now? I ain't joining the police force. I'm too old for that now.
You know, one time ago they used to frame them. You know, when you get your BJC results, they used to put them in.
BJC?
Yes.
The ones you're taking grade 8 and 9.
Back in the day, people used to frame them. You go to people's house, you see Bahamas Junior Certificate, they got them in a frame. The frame costs more than the paper they print on.
Anyway, y'all, it was nice.
This child get right to grade 12, you find out he's a dunce galore.
Anyway, y'all, it was nice to be in your company today.
Yeah, and Shanta, if you send the police car now, you'll be able to get her before she get out the gate.
Send the police.
The police can be downstairs when we get downstairs.
To do what?
Oh boy.
See y'all. Maybe. Apparently, I could be in police custody.